The clock, it's exciting stuff, and we're about to go racing with Hunter Charlotte, first ever pole position in Supersport racing, and he's gone away to a pretty good start. Nixon Frost on the Hughes Homes Suzuki supported machine. He's going to drag them all down into turn number one. We've also got Lucas Guthrie on the other of the Yamahas, and then shout out to Kieran Meir flying the flag for the TSS Motorcycles Ctas 150s. So look out for this one here as Nixon Frost, not mucking around, got a big advantage into turn one, and a 6-lap one here. This is going to be exciting to see. Love watching Supersport 150.
Seems as if Dennis, sorry for young Hunter, as if the handbrake was on, didn't it? I know it doesn't exist on a motorcycle, but all of a sudden he went to take off, and it just seemed as if the bike went flat, and it almost sort of wanted to stall on itself. And man, oh man, did that ever give Nixon the brake or what out there? So wow, this is big. Remembering, of course, when it came to qualifying, well, Hunter was the man, wasn't he? Hey, the 12-year-old hero, he just laid it on the line. It was incredible. But hey, here we are with Nixon to take the upper hand. Of course, Nixon held his own, held the own for New Zealand, full stop, bar none, in the Oceania Championship. In fact, this whole opportunity to get our young guns to get to Australia, and we only had this man on his own. And Dennis Charlotte summed it up beautifully and congratulated him and Super Dad Sloan, or Chopper as we know him, because without them, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to fly an Oceania flag. That is, of course, Oceania under the FIM continents. It is the Australia/New Zealand part of the sport. So when we've got to have those Oceania events, we've got to have those Kiwis to participate, and of course the Oceania Cup solely in Australia, and deserves to be so. They've got the depth of the class, and we just need to get more over there, whether it's more fundraising, whether it's a more support. I haven't got the answer, don't get me wrong, but we were just so lucky that Nixon held the flag, and of course he comes from a kart sport background as well. That's the other point to be considered, that this is not necessarily the sport that he's been the best at a young gun, because he loved the opportunity to go kart racing, but man, once he took to a motorcycle, he's taken it. Remember, of course, the guy, he wasn't even racing a motorcycle this time last year. Yes, he'd ridden him, but he wasn't racing him. So what an incredible year in 2022, and what him and Super Dad Chopper did must be acknowledged with the widest of acclaims. But here they are, they're side by side. Brad, who do you reckon's going to take it?
Oh, look at that, the undercut from Hunter. He's got the move done, but I think that was a wise ride from Nixon, because he gets to jump in the draft here, and the slipstream's so important on these low horsepower motorcycles. But your man Hunter Charlotte didn't get away off the line neatly, but he's already got himself into first place. So go Hunter, this is exciting. Get into this one. The local Cantab youngster is leading our Supersport 150 race here for, I believe, the first time in his young career. So exciting times here for Supersport 150 racing.
And what about the fact that we just come off a 300 where Dad got a third place? So let's just keep the name Charlotte. Let's just put it true and through that here's Dad with an opportunity just to come third off a podium. And, you know, politely, the guy's over 45 now, all right? Let's be honest about it. But here's Super Son Hunter now, and he takes a mantle next race, and he's going straight to number one.
This is exciting, because it's certainly all on at the front. Those front two are on. And then look at this battle for the podium with Kieran and Lucas as well. So we've got great fights. There's only 4 bikes on track, but couldn't have asked for more than this. We've got great battles in both directions for the lead and for the podium. So look out for this one as we go racing with our Supersport 150 and our Ctas 150 categories out there. The future of New Zealand road racing. We get excited about it, and you should as well. And right now, local race fans, get in behind Hunter Charlotte, because this is cool. Out of the Christchurch Casino Carousel, and with a little bit of a buffer. Now back to Nixon in second place, and then you go back to Kieran and Lucas, who are locked in a fierce battle in the carousel as well. So this is it. The final race of the day, and what a treat we've got in store for here.
Hey, well, I had the opportunity, Brad, I came through Canterbury on my way back from the New Zealand TTs and Timaru earlier this year, and decided to call into Mega Motorcycle Centre. We know we'd heard so many raves about it. We knew what formerly Budget Motorcycle Spares started out as a small operation. Dennis and Angela took over the running of it, and man, oh man, what it's become now. And the little rabbit warrants have got one shop that was started as one. They've now got 3 different shops and joined them all together to make exactly as the name suggests, Mega Motorcycle. I've never seen such an extensive range of parts in all of my life, and a real credit to the team there. South Island's largest range of motorcycle tyres, parts, accessories for any bike, for any brand. They do, of course, race engine rebuild, race suspension setup, diagnostic, electrical, brake work on that, including declaration and recertification, tyres and parts fitting, tuning, bodywork, aftermarket, genuine parts servicing, woofs and puncture repairs. They are your full race prep, whether it be for road, ATV, MX, adventure, you name it, they can put it on the line. They're a fabulous team, and they're doing it. Of course, they're also premier dealers for enduro range of manufacturers of gas. So a premier best of trials and enduro to back it up as well. So the parts and sales, Sam's the man to see. The workshop, it's Dennis's baby. They're open from 8:30 to 5:30 weekdays, so do a Saturday from 9 to 12 as well. They're at home in Wilson Road in North Waltham here in Christchurch, and they really are the team. In fact, Facebook, somebody went on Facebook the other day just to say, hey, he was in need of an adventure tyre, where should he go in Christchurch? I think I was the second person on there, and it was followed up by everybody saying exactly the same thing. Mega Motorcycle Centre is the name you need to remember. And you just go there to talk about your passion for motorcycles, because Dennis and the team, they live it, they love it, they race it all day. So I want to do a big shout out and thanks to Dennis and Angela for the transport as well for the weekend while the Turbo Sound commentary team is here in town. Love this place, Canterbury. What a beautiful city, what a great part of our country, and we're loving here being at Ruapuna, the heart of Grand Prix racing in New Zealand. Dennis, Charlotte, Nixon, wash your mouth, Neil. Hunter, Charlotte, Nixon, Frost, Lucas Guthrie, and Kieran Meir. Now the sole Gixxer out there as well. That's a little Suzuki GSX, of course. They've been made a completely different style of motorcycle. So to compare them to the Yamaha R15 is unfair to do so, but because we have a 150 class, that they both sit in here, but we do want to acknowledge that the Gixxers do fit in there. And really the breakthrough, because Gixxers came along first. Suzuki, take a bow, Simon and Peter and all the team that came together to make that happen a few years ago. And it's just a pity that the momentum couldn't continue. Well, in fact, the momentum did continue a lot of way, because we've been talking about it before that the Zach Fullers of this world have just had a podium in superbikes, and where did they start? Out of Gixxer 150. So if anybody says the class hasn't worked, it certainly did. Will it come back and will it be the same again? Hard to say, but I'll tell you what, thanks to Suzuki, they introduced us to more road races and more riders. So that, of course, came about because, first of all, you got the bike and you got the helmet and you got the leathers. You got the package. You had a rider in their gear, an opportunity to go and ride a bike. A massive, what are they, Brad, 25 horsepower?
Oh, I don't even think it's that. No, I think it's more like 17 or something.
17, yeah. But what a cool doorstep into it. So can't say enough about the little Gixxer out there. And Kieran, well, you might feel a little bit underpowered and overdone, but never say never as he battles out there. But how about that for Nixon and Hunter?
Oh, this is something special to keep our eyes on. We've still got 3 laps to go halfway through this race, and a shout out to a man who won 3 out of 3 at Manfield, had the crash in qualifying this morning. So Tyler King, a young man also with huge potential in New Zealand road racing. He is unfortunately nursing an injury.
Broken his hand in 4 places, Brad. We've been informed, so pretty upsetting for the young man. You don't come from a wee bit of Christchurch just for some nice weather and get out of the unfortunately tropical summer rainstorms that they've been having up there. So that's a real disappointment. Young Tyler, what a super kid, man to man. Has he got a positive attitude and a great nature and a good family behind him? That kid's going places, folks. Lock that name in, Tyler King. And remembering, of course, there's a little bit of moto in him as well. So he's done a bit of the off-road as well. So it's not just all about road racing. So good work, Tyler, and all the best for a speedy recovery. Put a smile on your face, mate. This is just one tiny little bit in your career in motorcycle sport and road racing. So keep it up, and we hope to catch up with you over the weekend, and look forward to some future years from you as an up-and-coming champion. Bring it home, Tyler.
Alright, so last time around a 2:01.6, this will get quicker and quicker as the laps go on, and that has broken the 100 kilometre an hour average speed for the lap. So just look at these guys, an average speed of 101 kilometres an hour on the lap around, and Hunter Charlotte starts it off. 2 laps to go now, and a 2:02.0, so it doesn't quite improve his lap time, but he's still consistently lapping on that Mega Motorcycle Centre supported machine. Here's Nixon. And Nixon, he'll go through there with a 8-second deficit now, so a bit of work to do for Nixon, but don't rule him out. And then the battle for the podium has just become electric again. Lucas Guthrie on the Get Off My Moto and Ian Iles supported machine. He's ahead of TSS Motorcycle supported Kieran Meir on the Suzuki Gixxer, so they're having a great little battle. Look out for that one there. And just with Tyler winning 3 out of 3 at Manfield, whoever wins this one here is going to be his debut Supersport 150 win. All rookies in this class here out there at the moment, and exciting stuff. Will it be Hunter Charlie? He's got 8-second advantage and 2 laps to hang on, and in behind him Nixon Frost, our man on the TSS Motorcycles Use Homes supported Frost Industries racing team. It's brilliant to have the whole Frost team here. Always adds a bit of excitement and some awesome stuff to our paddock. So go Nixon flying the flag for Frost Racing, and in behind them Lucas Guthrie and Kieran Meir. So it's awesome to have our families. We've got 2 former New Zealand Superbike champions' sons out there doing battle, and pretty exciting stuff as we get a 4-strong field of Supersport 150s. There was 7 entries, but we've had a bit of an attrition rate, and still plenty of frantic pace for these these guys.
Well, you still see the photo of Wayne Gardner and Remy Gardner, don't you? You still see the photo of it. You know, it's still published. It's a recent one, two of them. It's just beautiful to see. You know, the father and the son, and I'm sure, you know, the son's looked up to Dad his entire life, and but here now are these fathers with a smile wider than the Avon River, as they just love the fact that their kids are out doing what they've had so much fun and enjoyment and passion out of too. So I love the father and son, a treat for this, and look at what we're seeing from these two, because if we had a race, Brad, the dads would be just too close together. If they were to both hop on superbikes again today, there would be nothing between Dennis and Chopper, I believe, just like there's nothing here between Hunter and Nixon. So good.
Oh, this is brilliant. All right, the white flag now waving, and it is 1 lap to go for Hunter Charlotte. This is exciting stuff for the Mega Motorcycle Centre race team, as 1 lap away from potential Supersport 150 glory for him. Then go to Nixon Frost, 99, not out of this one yet, 9.8 seconds, but anything can happen in Supersport 150 racing, so look out for this one here. 1 lap to go, as we see the battle for the podium still inseparable through the Fulton, through the Southern Salvage Uses and into the Aon Dipper. It is still there with Lucas just ahead of Kieran, so that one there, you'll imagine, will rage on and is absolutely anyone. So we've got 1 and 2 fairly established here in the race, but the battle for the podium, you could pretty much pick any one of those two right now.
Well, in fact, it's the old favourite as well, isn't it, Brad? Because nobody remembers who fourth was. So you see a podium, the podium's taken. One kid's going to miss out on getting onto the podium today, and it's one of these two. And the likely outcome of the race at the moment is the white flags line up. Here we go, here we go. Now look for the slipstream. That's where the Jix has got to come to their own. Got to get right on his tail. Got to tuck lower than that, actually. He can learn a little bit from the geometry and wind forces that are going on there. I just get the idea that Kieran's a little higher. In fact, he is a taller boy anyway, but he just needs to get that fraction up. That's all that the Jixer will want. It'll want that little bit less wind stream to buffer it from getting right on the tail of that Yamaha R15. So what a cool race to watch as they go for it. And as we've talked about, cracking that 100 kilometre an hour as the average is just so cool to see. For Hunter, it's a 101. For Nixon, it's exactly a 100.092, and you got a 94.94 for Lucas and Kieran out there. Man, oh man, you know, you think of driving on the roads. You know, you can't keep up 100 speed out on the highway, not with the amount of traffic, not with following all the rules and regs. So these bikes are going faster than you can average in a motor vehicle on the highways of New Zealand. So pretty darn cool to see, and the checkered flag is waiting, and we're getting ready and getting excited about the bike battle that's going on. But it's all about Hunter. This man looking good. Bring him home, Brad.
Oh, this is going to be a massive smile on this young man's face. This is exciting stuff for Hunter Charlotte. He's just got to get through the checkered flag, and it's a win for Hunter Charlotte. That is brilliant. The first of his career, and I suggest absolutely brilliant. The Team Charlotte will be ecstatic, and he does log his fastest lap of the race on that final one there.
Oh, cool.
Here comes Nixon Frost. He's going to come home in second place, so credit to him. Got a good start and rode a good race there, so he'll be loving that on the Hughes Homes TSS Motorcycle supported machine, and we get an eye on that one there. So 1 and 2 are home, but look out for the battle for the podium. This is electric, as we've got Kieran a little bit quicker through the Southern Salvage Uses. Has he got an answer into the Aon Dip? He's going to go around the long way and try and cut the line off. He's not quite close enough, but it's some great racing from these two, and can Lucas hang on to it? They're nothing in it as they head out of the dipper and on the way into the sweeper. The smaller powered Jixer will be finding it tough in these mid-speed corners, but Kieran's rode a good race to keep in touch here. So let's have a look out of the sweeper. It is advantage to Lucas Guthrie on the Get Off My Moto machine. Has he done enough? He's out of the sweeper and done a good job, so the slipstream's going to come into play. I think he might have done enough, so let's celebrate this one here. The 34 is going to hang on to it,
so close.
And that is a brilliant race if you're loving that. Rounding off the podium in style for the Lucas Guthrie, and then go to Kieran Meyer. He is fourth place in that race, but the first of the Jixers, so I do hope we get all four of them down on the podium, because he is the first Jixer home, so we'll try and make sure we can get that to happen. But the NV Motorcycles leaderboard update for race 1 of Supersport 150, and Hunter Charlotte gets his first Supersport 150 win. He will loving that in national level racing. Nixon Frost comes home in second place. Lucas Guthrie and Kieran Meyer will be there to round off our podium. So awesome stuff, and some great racing. That is a wrap of the day, so it has been fantastic. Thank you very much to all the marshals and all the officials and supporters for making this day possible. Challenging conditions at the start. We've got some beautiful track conditions now, and the forecast looking good for tomorrow, so please do join us. Thank you for joining us on Ctas as well, and Grant Joseph do a fantastic job. Wonderful stuff. So Ctas, if you can't be at the track tomorrow, tune in again, and we will love to have you. So let's cross down to Neil, who will have our Mega Motorcycle Centre Supersport 150 podium celebrations.
Well, yes, indeed. Get off my motor, and how about that down here? What a great ride coming up here from young Lucas, the Rolliston man here on the Get Off My Moto, Holt's Professional Products, Joe's Garage, Mega Motorcycle Centre, Race Supplies, Motorcycling Canterbury, Canterbury Car Club, Mum, Dad, Sam, and Granddad Nev as well. And look, they're all here to give him some congratulations as well. So pretty cool. Helmets off early, getting that water bottle in there. And in fact, those boys had a bit of a streak out in front. But Lucas, you had to work with Kieran. He was hard. He was all right there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
What did you have to do out there?
Just try and beat him, and yeah.
Right, so what was your what in mind? What did you have to do? What were you looking to do all the time?
Just gain places where he's not fast.
Yeah, good, intelligent thinking about that. Did you think he might have been slipstreaming? So is that why you were moving across the track a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, good strategy, isn't it? Cool. How's this little bike?
It's pretty good. It's gone well past at least 2 months or 3.
Yeah, you're enjoying the sport.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
All right. So what's your aim for this weekend? What do you want to get out of it?
Top 3.
Top 3. Oh, cool. And did you watch your times? Are you going to have a look and see whether you can make a better time by the end of the weekend?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely. Well done, Lucas. What a cool speech. Thank you, young man. Here. Love it. Here. Thank you, supporters. Oh, I tell you what, he's got more than Jacinda, isn't he? Hey. Hey, Nixon, congratulations. Hey, you got a great start all the same, but Hunter was coming.
Yeah, I got to ran him a bit on the start. Actually, on the start, I did a little bit of a wheelie. Yeah. So, kind of powered through. But then Hunter, he's way faster than me on this track, so he just powered past me.
Yeah, good to see you. Right, so you're going to beat him tomorrow, can you? What do you got to do?
I'll try. Yeah. I just got to get faster on a few parts of the track. I'm still kind of learning. Yeah,
very much so. What do you think of Ruapuna? What's this place like?
Ruapuna, it's a great track. I love it a lot. Like all the corners, everything. And I really like the berm corner. Real good camber.
Good cambered corners, excellent indeed. All right, what about the bike? Is it performing?
Bike, yeah, it's performing super well. Yeah, nothing wrong with it. It's real good.
Excellent, Nixon. Hey, where's that fan club? Nixon, thank you very much and well done. The TSS Motorcycles, number 99. How cool. And even we'll get a chat here from Hunter. First of all, Hunter, hey, what happened at the start?
Oh yeah, I was in first at the start, and then I went to go click to second, but I went into neutral, so...
Oh, so it was doing a lot of revving but going nowhere, eh?
Yeah.
All right, but was that a bit of a fun to try and catch up and then overtake Nixon?
Yeah, it was great fun. Yeah.
Right, hey, with a lot of your junior development, you've only done the little short course here, so what's it like to do the full track today?
Oh, it's good.
Pretty
exciting? Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right, so what are the things you're learning every race about how you're riding?
The tuck and the slipstream.
Yeah, the slipstream making a big difference?
Yeah.
Have you got your line sussed? Do you know exactly where you're going on the track now?
Yep.
Practiced and practice?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your number? What's special about the number on your bike?
Oh, it's just my favourite.
It's just your favourite. All right. How did it become your favourite? You know, like it's not exactly 11 or anything like that. What's the favourite about that?
I just pick a number.
Oh, you just pick a number. Is it good luck for you?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Hey, you got to go back to school after all. People need to realise you guys are still only going to school. What do you talk about with your mates at school? Do you talk about when you've been racing as well?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right. And do you play any other sport as well?
I do soccer, athletics, and running and stuff. So.
Does that help you think with your motorcycling?
Yeah, definitely. With physical and stuff. Yeah.
So what's going to happen tomorrow? You've got the crystal ball in front of you. What are you going to do?
Not crash.
Oh, not crash. Oh, there we go. Not crash. That's good. That's good. Hey, come on, everybody. A round of applause for these three super kids, eh? Is this what we want in motorcycling? Hell yes, you betcha it is. And thanks to Dr. Steve. Reminder at 5:30 this afternoon, there's people that are interested in our junior sport are going to have a get-together over in the small room there where we do briefing, and we're going to try and set a bit of a path and get an idea of where we're taking the sport, because we want to see more of these kids on bikes up here, don't we? So, hey, well done. So, God bless everybody. Have an awesome night, man. And we're looking forward to tomorrow tomorrow, what? 2 reasons. One, it's day number 2. It's super exciting, but the weather's on our side. So a great forecast, and we're going to warm it up and liven it up. And these kids will be back. And a reminder for those others, the lightweight support, Supersport, and the 250 production, you'll be up early tomorrow. Apologies for having missed the racing today, but remembering all the right things that earlier in the day, we took a little bit of a break to let the weather go past. But what a great outcome for a great day. We've salvaged so much out of it, but for me, the highlight of the day are these kids on bikes. We've got to see more of this, New Zealand, and get them behind it. So to all you people playing a role at 5:30 today, please go there positively, and let's lift the sport of motorcycling, because kids should be riding forever. God bless everybody. Have a great night. Cheers.